Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program. So where we last left off, we were working towards getting Kerbin into the North Pole. So we had a little bit of failure last time, and I've been kind of playing around with it a little bit, trying to get us the right rocket to get us there. So I believe I've come up with a solution. So this is the rocket I've come up with that should hopefully get us there. So this time we're going to have two solid boosters on the sides. We're going to have a central booster that's going to drop later, and then this should get us where we need to go. The only problem is that we can't be super precise. We don't have any maneuvers unlocked yet, so it gets a little difficult trying to get a precise landing. But we're going to head and go for it anyway. I think with the right angle, I think we should be able to get there. So let's go ahead and toggle our stability control. And then we're going to go ahead and launch. So we're going to launch these two side boosters first, drop them, and then we're going to launch our center one, which should get us in the correct position to get us there. So let's go ahead and launch. Alright. So far so good. We haven't burned up yet and blown up. It's always positive. Jebediah looks happy. Alright. So we're going to need to angle that direction. So that's north that way. So that should lead us to the pole. So let's go ahead and drop our first rocket. We're going to wait just a second and engage. Oh, we waited too long. Oh, good. Oh, man. All right, let's try that again. Let's try that again. That was user error that time. Let's go ahead and launch. Alright, let's give us another go. Alright, launch. We're not going to touch anything this time. Got a little excited. Just going to let it do its thing. Still on a straight path. Stability's working. Drop. Boost up into orbit. Starting to get off kilter just a bit here. Pole is back up a little bit. We're starting to angle towards the south pole a little bit more. So that might have to be our. I think that's gonna have to be our destination this time. Then we're gonna have to go south. So we're a little bit wonked here. But that's all right. We can go ahead and get that fixed up. Liquid's gonna get us right up into orbit. We're gonna aim for the south pole. Alright, let's see our trajectory now that we're up a little higher. Alright, so we got a nice wide trajectory, but we're going to have to adjust here. So when we get to our top point, we're going to need to angle down here. So right now we're facing that way, so we're going to have to turn to our right just a bit. Okay, almost there. We're going to speed up just a bit. Okay, and let's go ahead and position ourselves now to hopefully angle towards. So north is this line here. So we're going to need to mirror that towards south. Oh. Okay. Alright, hopefully now, I believe we're facing the right direction. Not positive. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to boost up a little bit. See what our trajectory is at. Give it a like 5-second burn. Turn that off. Okay. We don't want to waste all our fuel yet. We got to make sure we're on the right path. We're going to have to do a little adjustments as we go here. Okay, so we're going to have to angle a little bit more to the right. So let's go ahead and turn us slightly. And then burn a little bit more. Okay. Starting to get the right trajectory here. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough fuel to get there. We're going to give it a little bit more turn. Okay. And then we're going to give it all she has. Maybe we'll reserve just a bit to make sure we're on track. Alright, so we're definitely online now, but I don't know if we're going to have enough fuel. We're going to give it the rest she has. I think we're probably going to end up getting stuck in the ocean. Alright, so let's give it one final burn. I honestly don't think we're going to make it, but we're going to get real close. We're just going to need a little bit more boost power. Just hoping we can kind of get there. A little bit more, and that's all she's got. So, alright, yeah, so we didn't quite make it this time, but we're definitely getting closer. Still kind of off kilter here. It's really hard without the maneuvers to be able to get there. So while we're up here, this orbit, we're going to get to here. We're going to go ahead and take some science. We're going to do an observation, do an EVA walk while we're up here. So now we're in 0G, so we should get a bunch of science from this at least. Yep, here we go. Keep this experiment, and then we'll open this container as well. And then we'll keep that experiment. Take the temp, log temperature. Keep experiment. Okay, and let's get Jebediah out here. So EVA. Careful not to fall off. And then we're gonna get an EVA report. Perfect. 8 science. Gonna keep that experiment. Just in case Jebediah doesn't get it, let's redo this. EVA report. Yes, and we're gonna transmit this. We should. I don't know if we. Oh, we're not in range. Okay, we're gonna have to keep it. Keep experiment. Okay. So let's go ahead and board before we go disengage now. Alright, so our polar rocket, we need a little bit more power. So I think we're going to need maybe 3 more liquid fuel capsules to be able to get there. But we're getting really close. It's a bit of a trial and error with, especially with, beginning on, because it get quite tough. Let's speed up time a little bit here, increase our descent. But we did manage to get into a little bit of an orbit here. Which is an achievement. I feel proud of that. Almost see it. Speed up a little bit more. Alright, I'm gonna give this a time warp. Now hopefully, make sure we toggle our stability. Now I'm hoping when we enter back into orbit, we don't lose our parachute, because that can be quite a problem, especially these earlier parachutes. Oh. A little bit rough. We lost one of our goo containers. Open up our parachute. Alright, we already have our experiment though. We're just gonna lose some money for losing this, but that's okay. They're not super expensive. So not a completely failed mission. Not what we wanted, but we definitely learned some stuff. So that's gonna be okay. I want to get to the moon. That's gonna be a challenge. I haven't got there yet, but it's a lot to do that. That's quite a ways off, but it's definitely on our list to do. Alright, and then hopefully a soft touchdown. Perfect. Alright, so we can't do anything else here, so we're going to go ahead and recover the vessel. And then we'll give the pole one more shot, hoping we can get there. I think with a few more adjustments we can get there. It's a lot of trial and error with this game. That's why I love it so much, is that you're never really going to get it right away, but you learn a lot while trying to do it. So we got 24 signs from that, so that's quite successful, I'd say. Alright. Got our money back from most of our parts. That's good. Didn't get any reputation, but that's alright. Alright, so we got some more money, which is great. So let's go ahead and get in here. Actually, you know what? Before we do this, let's research some more stuff. Let's leave the facility. See if we can get some better boosters to help us get there. Maybe some new equipment, especially research. Okay. So, we can... let's go ahead and get general rocketry. So we have 40 points. Let's get general rocketry, and we're definitely going to get survivability. So we go to side parachutes, and then some heat reflector, service bay. Yeah, let's do this one as well. We also get a landing strut. So that can be very useful, especially with if we want to start going to the moon. These are going to be really important. We can start making landers and things like that. Let's go ahead and leave facility. I don't think we don't really need a lander when we land on the pole. We can just land like we normally have with our parachute. Okay, so I think the biggest adjustment we need to make here is we can get into orbit fine, but I think we're gonna need more fuel really. with our liquid fuel engine. So our solid fuel is fine. So let's go ahead and we'll just pull this section off, and then we'll go ahead and add. We don't really need to add the service bay. It's not really important at the moment. We did get a new thumper, which is hugely powerful, which is great. Don't think it's necessary for this, but we're gonna go ahead and just add one of these, which is equivalent to, what is it, 2? Yeah, it basically doubles our fuel capacity than these small ones. Should we add one more? I don't want to add too much because I don't want it to get lopsided. That'd be a big problem. Let's just add one of those and one of those. Okay, and then we'll move our fins down. Oh. Okay, let's move them down a little bit more. There we go. Okay, and everything's still set up right? I think so. Okay, let's go ahead and save this, and then we'll give it another shot. Oh, it's a launch. Oh no. Okay, so that means we need to upgrade our launch pad, which we actually can probably go ahead and do. So let's make sure it's saved. Go ahead and leave this. We have $150,000. So let's. How much is upgrading launch pad? $50,000. So we can definitely afford that. Let's go ahead and get that. Oh. Also wanted to look into upgrading the tracking station. Upgrading the tracking station is what's going to allow us to be able to do maneuvers to, you know, be more precise instead of just guessing. Can't afford it yet though. Okay, so we can't do it yet. But we are able to launch this rocket now, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Alright, looks good. Alright, let's go for it again. We got this. So we noticed that when we launch this second rocket, we have a bit of top-heavy problems, and I think that's because of the solid booster. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is let's move the solid booster to here. That way all 3 launch at the same time, and then we'll go ahead and decouple that at the same time. That way we lose all this back-heavy weight and thrust. So once we get up there, it's just liquid control, and it should give us a little bit more stability when we're in low orbit. So let's launch. We're going to aim for the North Pole. I know when we previously launched, we kind of ended up towards the South Pole, but that's not really what we want. Alright. Lots of thrust, lots of thrust. Decouple those. Full boost. Throttle up. Give it a few seconds. Make sure we're out. Go ahead and cut. And then let's just begin our turn towards the North Pole. Straighten this out a bit. Okay, and then let's see where that got us. Alright, so already we're looking alright. So we're angled this way right now, so we're gonna have to adjust that. So right now we're facing north, sort of. Let's go ahead and slightly adjust it just a bit. Okay, and then we're gonna give it power. Give it a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cut. Okay. Great. Okay. Not a bad line so far. We're gonna have to adjust slightly to the left, and then we still have plenty of fuel, so we think we can do it. Left slightly, left, left, left. We're gonna aim at this triangle right here. I believe this is what this is for. I'm not 100% sure, to be honest with you. Alright, so we're going to want to conserve as much fuel as we can here. There you go. Okay, and we're not quite at our peak yet, so we're going to wait till we're at our peak, and then we're going to give it all she's got. pole is quite large, so we don't have to be exact. We just need to get into that zone. And we still have 3/4 of our fuel left, so we should be able to get there. Okay, let's give it a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's go ahead and give it a check. Map. Alright, we are just off kilter. I don't know what that triangle means. That's really throwing me off. Like I said, I'm not fantastic. We can still salvage slightly here. Let's give us some more air. Let's go with our gut here. Let's reposition. And full boost. See our orbit stretching. Turn slightly to the right here. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this, we got this. Cut. I don't know how much fuel we have. Oh boy, we are not going to make it, are we? Oh, we're so close. Okay. Got a little bit of fuel left. Come on. You got it. You got it. Come on. Get us there, 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 get us there. Come on. Ah. Not quite. Doesn't look like we're going to make it there today. Ah, it's unfortunate. We're getting so close, though. So close. Rah. Alright. Let's go ahead and disengage this now. It gets really difficult without those maneuvers. You don't realize how much you need them until you don't have them. But we can go ahead and take another goo. We're in space again, so that's great. It's all about getting the science in this. And, the more we can build up our science, the more effective we're going to be at this. So let's keep that experiment. Excuse me. Let's log the temperature as well. We're not going to get... let's log the temperature while we're descending. I think that's what we're going to need to do. Because you have to do something different each time. So if we get the temp while we're descending into orbit, that's going to give us a ton of science points. Alright, so we're almost there. I'm going to sped time up a bit. Slowly descending. Speed up a little bit. Alright, and as soon as we start to descend, I'm going to take that temperature. We're probably going to lose these again. Alright, here we go. Slow down time a bit. If we can find our temperature thing and all this fire. Log temperature. Log. See, we got a bunch of science from that. So keep experiment. So now we know how hot it is when we re-enter orbit. That's a huge thing to know. Right, we're not exploding this time, so that's positive. At least not yet. Oh, here we go. We're probably going to blow up our side things here. It's a hot entrance. Oh, maybe not. We got a nice angle. Okay, good. Oh, we deployed our chute a little late. But I think we should still be okay. Hopefully. Yep, yeah, we're good. Okay. Nice. It's the third failed launch of the pulse. It's quite difficult, really. Especially on the normal mode and without any mods or anything, but it's definitely fun trying. Jebediah looks happy, so that's great. You need to get some good science out of this one. Alright. Alright, and we're down again. So let's... Oh, we didn't get an EVA report from him. Oh, man. Uh-oh. That's okay. Recover vessel. Right. Okay. 20 science earned, though. That's great. I'll take that. A little bit of money from recovering some stuff, so that's good. Let's see what else we can research here. Our big problem right now is really flight control, and this is something we need, but we can't quite afford it yet. Alright, so why don't we go back to trying to finish these missions. I think we have a couple more. Let's go ahead and do one of them before we finish for today. So let's see what we have. I thought I did this. To perform the test, activate the part through the staging sequence when all test conditions are met. We want you to test the TD-12 decoupler in flight over Kerbal. Altitude 3,000 meters. to 36,000 incomplete speed. Okay, we have to reach the speed. We're so close to being able to do that. I didn't realize there were so many problems with that. Okay, I think this is pretty close. So let's go ahead and finish. Let's do this. See if we can do. I don't know if we can do both of them at the same time because it's quite a high launch for us to achieve that. How high do we have to be for this? Below, yeah. So let's just do this one. Get a little bit more money in us, and then we'll finish off for the day. I don't think it's very far, so we can probably just use our first polar rocket. So let's go ahead and launch this one. We don't want to use the super expensive rockets for menial tasks because we have a limited budget, so we gotta make sure we use the right rocket for the right thing. Okay. Toggle SAS, and then let's see where this mission is. Yep, it's right here. So this one shouldn't be hard at all. Literally just gonna launch and do a little drop. So let's activate that. Throttle up for fuel, and we're good to go. Just gonna give us a little bit of a spin. Go. A little bit off kill. Now we're alright. Let's go ahead and drop that. Oh. It's not quite the right direction. You know, this isn't the best rocket we have. Go get some thrust behind us. There we go. That's what we needed. Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Cut engine. Alright, we're in the area now. Let's quickly take a crew report. I'm blind. There we go. Keep experiment. Perfect. We got it. Nothing else we can really do. We've already done observations of this area. So let's see if we can get us back over land. Be kind of cool. And then we'll drop it. Oh, that was almost really bad. That I shouldn't have done that. That's okay. Oh. Almost made the rocket fly right into Jebediah. Oh, we overshot drastically, didn't we? Oh, maybe. No, we're good. No, we landed on land. Okay, cool. Oh, that might. Okay, that almost landed into the Space Center. I think I have damage turned on, so if a rocket hits the Space Center, it'll actually do damage to it. So I'm gonna go check our runway because it might have actually done something to it. Right, and then can't really do a crew report here. This is just, you know, right next to base. There's nothing really new we can learn from this. So let's go ahead and recover. Okay, didn't get much science from that, but what we did get is a good amount of funds from doing that mission, which is fantastic. Okay, so I think that's all we really have time for today. Didn't quite make the objective we wanted to, but we were able to upgrade some stuff. Actually, before we go, we need a little bit more, so we'll do that next time. So I'll see you guys next time, and then hopefully next time it won't crash quite as much, and we'll be able to hit our target, but we'll see. It's all about learning. Alright, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!